Okay, we'll call the special call BMA meeting.
Test, test. Test. Test, test. Test.
For special call meeting for the town of Unicoi BMA, May 3rd, 11 o'clock. I will give the invocation and the pledge, so why don't we all just sing real quick. We are grateful as always for the grace that you pour out on us and the mercies that are new every day in our lives. Encourage us to have grateful hearts. Encourage us to have encouraging hearts. And thank you that we get to come together to work on town business. And thank you mostly for giving your son for our forever salvation and eternal life. In Jesus' name, amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Roll call, please.
Alderman Lemon.
Here.
Alderman McIntyre.
Yes.
Alderman Langford.
Here.
Dr. Kugel.
Here.
Mayor Boyd.
Here. Okay, are there any citizen comments? Seeing, hearing, having received none, we will move on to no old finish, no unfinished, so we will go down to number 9, new business. Resolution 2023-350, which is attached. It is the resolution that is based on the homes grant that First Tennessee Development District has requested that we participate in. We play no role in this grant process other than giving permission or at least documenting our support of their attempts to implement this grant in the town of Unicoi. So we had some discussion this morning, a little work session on this. So I will request a motion and a second.
I think too, what wasn't we going to say that if we decided to do the 300,000, we could change we told them we could do the resolution. Are we going to discuss that?
Yeah, do a motion and a
Okay.
second and then discuss.
Okay, motion,
Second.
second. Okay, now discussion. There was talk about raising the
My concern
amount.
there was they mentioned that before they had to send money back, so I think we should, be careful with that. If it's 145,000 to totally redo someone's home and they have 2 applicants, then, that's gonna put us a little below 300,000. But if we don't, that would qualify for that, then we're gonna be throwing money back, and they said we've done that before. So I would prefer that we go a little conservative the first time around and stay with the 250 and then see how that goes for the next time around, if it ever comes around again. That's just.
I tend to be a little conservative in my thinking as well, and I'm basing that on their experience implementing these grants out in communities. I think they came to us with 250 with that experience in their back pocket that I don't have. So we need to, I guess, do we need to conclude this with approval and then vote on the changing, or just amend the motion? If somebody else would.
You would need to amend the agenda.
Because I don't change the amount.
Okay, you're on a loss, Bill. Debbie, what did you say? You want to leave it at 250 or go 3?
I wanted to, I 2 things that jumped at me. If they did a complete redo for the house, it would be 145,000 a piece. So that'd be 2 that they could do, and it'd be fall just below that amount. They'd have to send some amount back to them. Based on what they said when they first sat down, they were saying that their experience with Unicoi Unicoi County had been that we send money back more than we use every time, or at least in the last few years that they've been involved in it. And so I would rather be conservative and not have a larger chunk to send back then, because as we know, we don't have anything to do with how it's dispersed or how many people are gonna be allowed to use it or anything. So if we up the price, it's not necessarily gonna mean that more people get it. It just means that we're gonna have that much more money to have to send back if we don't utilize that for its purpose. So I would say, my opinion is that we go 250,
We gotta remember too, 6% comes out of that.
yes.
Yeah, so it's down to, it would be 117.5, or if there were two.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The only comment I've got, I just wish that they didn't have a limit, that limit was that high. I wish it was like 50 or 60. And I know we can't control that, but I just wish you spread it out a little more than going into one house and spending almost all of it on one house.
And they said they wish the same
I
thing,
know,
but that, you
I
know,
know.
they just oversee it or administratively.
So we have a motion and a second to approve this resolution as it is printed here before us. So that's what we have on the table to consider. Does anybody want to say anything else? We've done a lot of comment this morning. Are we ready to go? No more discussion? Okay, discuss or call for the vote, please.
Alderman Lemon,
Yes.
Alderman McIntyre,
Yes.
Alderman Radford,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Cooper,
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes. Now, is there any desire to bring any other business before the board at this meeting? Requiring a amendment to the agenda or amending the agenda? All right, well, hearing none, motion to adjourn. Done, second, everybody, we're all,
I want to stay.
you always want to stay,
Well,
you just
can be-
like
you can
it.
stay till 5:30 and then go home for supper.